What's up here? And we're getting word of more stimulus coming. $1,000 checks just issued that you must apply for right away. I'm going to get you all the details. This is your breaking news stimulus check update and stimulus package update. Now, first off, just wanted to say, as you guys know, I'm assembling hundreds of stimulus check programs into my website right now. And as I'm going through them, it's amazing to me how there's literally billions and billions of dollars that are available to people and they're missing out. And it's just very, very sad to see, as I mentioned to you in previous videos, that there's all this money there. People don't know about it, and then when it's not used, politicians are figuring out roundabout ways, I've described some of them here on the channel, to get their hands on the money when there are people hurting right now from the pandemic. And it's very sad to see, like, these executive actions coming out, and all of this stuff has been politicized around the elections. They're sending out stimulus provisions, but people have been hurting for over a year, and they don't see the comments that I see here on the channel of people that their lives have been totally flipped upside down as a result of the pandemic, no fault of their own. And now we're experiencing this inflation, the economy is out of control, and it's just very sad to see all of this money. And it's supposed to go to people, and they're not getting it, and then politicians are saying, well, you didn't apply, or they're making the process so difficult. And you guys, I want to simplify everything. I want to make it so that way we can partner together and make sure that the word gets out. If you haven't already, please add your email to www.reliefroadmap.com. As soon as I get done with this video, I'm jumping back into the website. My goal is to have every single stimulus check program that I have transferred into that website. And then also there's some more coming up. And in today's video, I'm trying to get the jump on this now. I want to share with you guys new programs that are popping up, that are on the way, or that you need to apply right now. So that way you can get ahead of the game. Want to make sure that everybody on my channel knows about everything. You can feel confident in knowing that you have missed out on nothing, that everything that is available, you will have access to. And so I just want to make sure that you guys are in the know, you're taken care of, and any stimulus checks, any sort of help that's available, you can get it, because right now, people are still hurting. We still need help. We don't need politicians dragging their feet, pretty much asking for your vote in exchange for a stimulus check, you guys. So I'm going to make sure that you guys get every bit of information that you can. So we're going to dive right in. All the articles linked in the description below. I'm going to put them on the screen, read right from them so you know it's the latest. And if you appreciate that, do me a favor, smash the like button. If you want to stay up to date, it's totally free, and turn on the notification bell. Any specific questions for me to learn about growing wealth and personal finance. But with that being said, you guys, let's go ahead and dive right in. And as I mentioned to you guys before, it's not just the federal level checks. A lot of people are waiting for that fourth stimulus check of $2,000, and there is $800 billion of leftover funds just sitting there. We're going to be seeing if with the executive orders and the student loan forgiveness, if they're going to be tapping into that. We're hearing this is going to cost $300 billion, but that still leaves $500 billion of excess funds. Now, I'm going to keep you up to date on that. But now, like I said, let's get you caught up on state, city, and county checks, as there's literally over 100 that I have that are going out right now. I'm going to give you some updates on ones that are on the way. But first, take a look at this article that's going to give just a couple of them. This is just a few that are happening on state levels. And like I said, link in the description below, inflation relief checks. More states are handing out stimulus money. Who is eligible? So this is happening around the nation. As you guys know, California, you can get up to $1,050. I'm not going to dive into all the details on these ones. I want to get you to the ones that are on the way. Colorado is sending up to $1,500. Filers have until October 17th to file to get that check. Delaware, you can get $300 per resident. Florida, you can get $450 per child payments that are going to be going out. Child tax credits. Georgia, you can get payments of $250 for single individuals, $375 for head of house, $500 for married couples. That's for their tax rebates as well. Hawaii, you can get $100 or $300 depending on how much money you get. You're going to get a stimulus check in Hawaii. Idaho, you can get $75 or 12% of your 2020 taxes, whichever is greater. Illinois, you can also expect to get a $50 tax rebate or $100 per dependent as well. And the state is also offering property taxes up to $300. Indiana, you can get $125. And we've also heard more money's coming out in Indiana. You're going to get some more benefits as well. Maine, they're going to be issuing out $850 rebates to qualifying residents. New Mexico, you can get $1,500 as well. And South Carolina, you can get up to $800. And Virginia, lastly, $250 for individuals, $500 for couples filing jointly. So those are just a couple of the states. Now, as I mentioned, there's also cities, counties, and there's also other state provisions, rebates, money you can get as well. But you guys, I want to get you the jump on some other programs that are coming out. And also, I've had a lot of people asking about Ohio. So I wanted to share this site with you, Franklin County. So here's a county, you guys. And right here, you can see some of the different programs they have available. There's food assistance, emergency assistance, child care assistance, cash assistance, medical assistance, find work. They have all of these different programs set up for the county. You can go ahead and go and see what programs there are. So these are some of the things that I want to share with you in this website. Resources. I mean, even if it's not stimulus checks, in some cases you might get food assistance, you might get some sort of assistance for childcare, just programs at your disposal so that way you know what's going on. This one for Franklin County, linked in the description below. Now, you guys, we're hearing there could be more stimulus provisions for the state of Alabama. Take a look with Record ETF, or the Education Trust Fund. Alabama leaders are considering tax rebates and in Alabama almost $10 billion of funds. Take a look. The state is set to have record excess tax revenue in the Education Trust Fund when the 2022 fiscal year ends in late September, and leaders are discussing potential uses for the unspent funds. An income tax rebate is an option, the chairman of the Senate Education Budget Committee told Alabama Daily News. I strongly believe tax rebates to send money back to the people of Alabama from Montgomery should be high priority, and aka stimulus check payments, or said the amount could total several hundred millions of dollars after a rebate targeted tax cuts for some retirees with defined contribution plans and middle-income families with young children may be an option as well. Or also said there's interest in increasing the tax benefits for families that adopt children. With the windfall, we need to be seriously looking at sending money back to the people. Now, as of the end of July, with 2 months remaining in the fiscal year, the ETF had $9.7 billion in available funds. Its total obligation for the year is about $9 billion. So there is excess funds that they're likely going to be sending on the way here very soon. Now, also, as I mentioned, take a look at this, you guys. New Jersey County issuing $1,000 stimulus checks to some residents. Here's who qualifies, and you must apply. Applications for the program will open starting August 23rd. Today's the 25th. So if you have not already, go to this site if you're in this county and apply right away for these checks. Now, it says hundreds of caregivers in Camden County, New Jersey will soon receive payments of $1,000 as a result of the program that is intended to help those whose wages have been impacted by the pandemic. According to the press release, recipients will receive a one-time $1,000 payment in relief funds for hardships stemming from the pandemic. This pandemic has had a severe impact on all of our lives and most industries throughout the nation. One of the hardest hit fields was caregivers, as staff were on the front lines of keeping clients and loved ones safe 7 days a week, the commissioner said. Our hope is that these funds will provide some relief and support to those working their incredibly important and difficult jobs. Now, here's who qualifies for the checks. It says to be eligible, you must live in Camden County or provide care services to a resident that is in Camden County. Provide evidence of at least 500 hours of hands-on healthcare and or essential day-to-day support to one or more elderly persons or children and or adults with intellectual, physical, or developmental disabilities and brain injuries from March 1st of 2020 through March 7th of 2022. Provide verification of Social Security number or taxpayer identification numbers to be eligible for relief funds under this program, and complete IRS Form W-9 request for taxpayer identification numbers or certification as a part of the application process. Now, when will the recipients receive these stimulus checks? Well, it says applications for the program are available starting August 23rd. So again, this started 2 days ago. If you have not, please go apply if you're eligible. For more information, visit CamdenCountyCareGrant.com or call 856-389-6704 between 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. And I will add this to the website once we get done with this video, you guys. So there's another one that's coming out, and you can see these are popping up all the time. There might be a new one coming in Alabama, and I've shared with you that there is, I think it was $27 or $29 billion of excess funds in the state of Texas. $300 billion in California alone. The state of California alone could send out stimulus checks almost to everybody in the nation. Excess funds in Florida, Georgia. We're hearing just across the nation. There is tons and tons of surplus, tons of leftover money that's supposed to go out to people. But in many cases, people don't know about it. And unfortunately, we're hearing a lot of corruption where politicians are figuring out roundabout ways to not send the money to people, but to reallocate it to other things and then somehow get their hands on it. You guys know. I want to make sure that that does not happen to anybody here on the channel. I want to make sure that you guys get everything that's available to you. So stay tuned, and if you haven't already, like I said, add your email to the waitlist at www.reliefroadmap.com to get access to every single stimulus check available in the nation. And I will keep that up to date every month or so, you guys, so that way as new ones roll in, you can get access on the website. But you guys, with that being said, that is the latest on stimulus checks. As more pops up, like I said, on any level, I'll let you know here on the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. If you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget, take a quick second, smash that like button. It helps out the channel a ton. Thank you so much. Leave your comments, share this out. If you want to stay up to date, it's free. Turn on that notification bell. Any specific questions for me, hop onto Instagram. Best way to reach me directly. Take my picture and say, contact me on WhatsApp. You guys, that is not me. Do not fall for those scams. Please don't send them your information or money. To learn about growing wealth and personal finance, more content coming on that channel as well here very soon. But with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a blessed evening. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless.